The question is, do you want new? Or are you so in love with old that new turns you off? Are you so in love with yesterday that you don't even want to see tomorrow?
Consistency is showing up when you really don't feel like it. So what do you want to achieve this year?
The circumstances that we are facing, there will be many more that will come our way. But we are strong, not just physically, not just mentally, but it is the warrior spirit inside that will push you through anything.
And if you don't have a dream, this is the time to establish your dream. Rule number one, you need a dream. You need a goal.
It's going to be up to you to nurture and protect that desire. Your mind should be so focused on winning that you have tunnel vision.
It is time to press refresh. What does that mean? It means that it is time to become the newest, most updated version of who you are.
So make your stand and fight hard and be strong every day. No weakness, no chance of giving in. Every year, every opportunity that we have been given, it would either make us or it would break us. You are not allowed to be broken. You are not allowed to give in. You are not allowed to say that it's over.
You have to guard your hunger. And the only way you're going to do that is if you eliminate all distractions out of your life.
These are not your settling years. These are your conquering years. These are not your years where you just settle for an average marriage and settle for an average career and settle for an average worship life. No, this is the year that you decide, I want new, I want fresh, I want the real stuff.
Let me tell you this, the wolf that is on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf that is climbing the hill. And so you gotta get hungry and you have to stay hungry. A dream without a deadline will become your nightmare, and that nightmare will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Your dream might look like a long shot today, but if you align your daily routine with your goals, there is nowhere to go but up.
You need to say, God, I need you to update me. I need you to refresh me. I need you to reload something in my life, because a new year requires a new mindset, a new focus, and a new engagement on my part. Everybody say new. It is time to hit refresh. God is saying it's time to upload. It's time to say, God, what is the revelation you're giving to me now? See, I love January. I love the beginning of the year, because this is the time of year we get to hit refresh on every area of my life. I know there's a movement that says don't make New Year's resolutions and they don't work, but I don't believe in that. Even if your resolution only lasts for 6 weeks, that's fine. What I love is the process that you sat down and thought about, where am I trying to go, what am I trying to get done, what am I trying to do? I know they say it's January, here we go, new year, new me. You need to say, no, this is a new season, this is a new month, this is a new year, it is a new time for me to find out, where am I going? This is the time to ask yourself, where are you? Where are you spiritually? Where are you at with God? How are you feeling spiritually? Are you dry or are you on fire? Are you dry or are you afresh? Where are you at spiritually? Where are you at relationally? Do people like you? Do you like you?
If your mind is all over the place, you've got to take some time to clear your mind. Declutter your mind. Get clarity on what's serving you and what's not. Get clarity on what's pushing you closer to your goals and what's getting you off track. You see, your daily agenda, it determines your success. So what do you need to do every single day to set yourself up for success? Is it meditating? Is it hitting the gym? Is it making sales calls? Is it creating content? Whatever it is, it has to become a part of your daily routine. And know that a process will always precede promotion. So the pressure that you experience usually mirrors the elevation that is coming. But once you decide what path you're going to take, the key is to not look back. Focus on walking out your plan and don't major in the minor. There are some things that you put your time and energy into in the past that did more harm than good. But in this season, you've got to protect your energy, and you can't overthink everything.
Deliberately examine the landscape of your inner circle. Who in your life is not feeding you possibility? Who are you letting to infiltrate your mind on a daily basis? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who has access to you? And if they're not people that expand your awareness of what is possible, then you have to eliminate them. Eliminate all distractions. See, let me tell you something in life. You don't get what you want. You get what you have to have. We don't get the list of what we should do done. We get the list of what we must do done. And then you got to spend every single solitary day for the rest of your life going after that dream. What is your dream?
This chance is all up to you and you alone. You the individual. You are the person. But then it comes to us as the people. We may not all think the same, but we all have the ability to come together in love, to be able to move on to the best thing in our lives. No more will we submit. No more will we say we're done. You're not done yet. Your life is still here. You have it. It is in you. It is in us. In 2021, here we come. And we're gonna do what's necessary to live on strong. To all the beautiful people in the world, I want you to be strong. I want you to continue to move forward. And from the bottom of my heart, 2021, we are one, and we all must conduct our business.
Some people have been bullied, some people are just stressed out, some people are insecure, some people are fat and overweight. I call myself fat because I was fat, and people don't want to do that. They want to say, oh, don't call yourself fat. Don't call yourself dumb. If you're not real and raw with who the f you are, nothing's going to change. In this nice new world that we live in, we want to hear, you're just a little big. No, man, you might be fat. We surround ourselves around people that make us feel great. They tell us what we want to hear. The second we put ourselves amongst the uncommon people, we don't like that feeling. That challenging feeling of that person who's waking up at 3:30 in the morning and say, hey, put your shit on, we're going for a run. We like that person who says, hey, you know what, man, I don't feel good today, man. And they say, oh, it's okay, brother. We don't want that motherfuckers like this. Hey, man, no, bro, get your shit on, man. Stop being a punk.
This is all about the quitting mind. So what's the quitting mind? So let's say it's day one of a job interview. We all know what it feels like. You have your clothes laid out. You got your food ready to go in the morning. You've been preparing for weeks and weeks and weeks. You show up and you bring your best self. You get the job. Merry Christmas. All right. After a couple months, you start showing up to work a little later. You don't look as good. Your clothes aren't laid out. Your breakfast isn't ready. Your mind's getting softer. We do that everything in life. When New Year's coming up, guess what? Don't have a fucking quitting mind. Repetition every day. Stay hard.
I believe that most human beings are only living at about 40% of their capability. The mind has a governor, like a car. If you're driving a car and the car has a governor on it, the car may say 130 miles an hour, but the governor's set for 91. The car wants to go. The car wants to go, but that factory said, we're not going past 91. We have a factory, a nice governor in our brain, and it's a survival mechanism. It protects us from pain and suffering. At all times of your life, the mind has a tactical advantage over you. Why is that? It knows what you're afraid of. It knows your insecurities. It knows your deep, dark lies. And it starts to push you away from that. It pushes you in a direction that is comfortable. The mind controls everything. You get to 40%, your brain says, we're done. Let's roll, man. This is starting to get painful. This is uncomfortable. So you sit down. You have to figure out ways, and everybody's different. That's how the book kind of talks about, like we all have these things about, 5 steps to this and 4 steps to this. It's a lot more than that. That's all bullshit. It's a practice that you have to, it's a habit. So if you know that at 40%, I'm feeling pain. At 40% I'm feeling pain. That's where the 40% rule kicks in. Now it starts. Okay, I'm feeling pain. My mind's saying all to me. It's saying get out of here, run, flee. The fight or flight kicks in. Okay, we're done. We're not good enough. It starts telling you all these things. You start to believe it because the mind controls all. This is the time where you have to gain control back of your mind. It's okay. Let me see if I can go 45%. And once you start giving yourself more and more hope and start realizing, okay, the mind starts to be, okay, what are you doing? We're supposed to be going right and you're going left. You start then controlling your mind. Start finding more in yourself. And then it goes from 40% to a lot further than that. But that's the start of it though. Get to the spot where your mind is saying stop. Wherever that is, you gotta get there first. And then that's when that starts to work for you. You gotta control yourself in that moment.
Well, it's that time of year again, we start to feel real happy. Why? Because we're not going to work. If you believe in Santa Claus and you celebrate Christmas, you're looking forward to Santa Claus coming down the chimney giving you some presents. It's a real good time of year. So in that good time of year, we start to feel real good about ourselves. Start to feel great. So we start making promises to ourselves about, hey, I'm gonna lose some weight. I'm gonna do better in school. I'm gonna be better here, be better there. But guess what happens? The real Merry Christmas happens when all of that noise is gone. It's quiet. And it's you against you. And now all those endorphins are gone. And I promise you, man, by getting up early and getting after it to go lose weight, study harder, guess what? It's a lot harder now. That repetition becomes a lot harder now. So a lot of us can't do things on our own. So find somebody in your life. So when you throw that towel in, they throw that motherfucker back at you and say you're not done yet.
How are you gonna feel, man, when you accomplish this goal coming from that point? Coming from the fucking hell you came from. A lot of people start from a good starting point. They have a good foundation. What if you can surpass all of these motherfuckers? What if everybody who was way up here started up here? And you started with no legs. You had to grow legs to even start walking, and then crawling, and then running. And then you start passing people with all this given to them. This might be exactly what I need. The darkness is exactly what I need. It's how you look at your situation.